I was inspired to start Office Pride really just out of deep desire to own my own business, to find an industry that would reward me for my willingness to work hard and work smart. I did research on the industry. I knew a lady who had started a cleaning service who was in a small group with me at the Butler MBA program. And as I was hearing her talk about the industry and how she was building this cleaning business, I kept thinking, I love the industry, but I'm not sure I would do it the way she's doing it. She ultimately ended up failing. And a lot of people might not have heard this, but I actually went over her house and bought all her old vacuums. And I bought trash bags that didn't fit any kind of trash container. Everything that she had, all kinds of stuff. $800. I bought a garage full of odd and ends. And I then went, and she had just lost her last customer, and she introduced me to them, and I went and met with them, and they became my first customer. That was Internal Medicine of Carmel. So this was in 1992. I was just listening to her talk about the cleaning industry, researching it myself. I decided, well, I'm gonna ask Butler if I can do an independent research project on franchising in the janitorial industry, because I love the concept of franchising. I love the concept of helping other people start, own, and grow a business. And I like coaching. And the idea to build a brand that could scale, helping other people grow businesses, was attractive to me. So I set out to do the original model, and that started in 1992, and the first franchise we sold in 1996. Well, the early years of Office Pride were crazy. So this is 1992, and it's an idea in my head. So the interesting thing is there was no real brand, right? The brand was what was in my imagination. And I had somebody design a logo for me, and I was out just trying to share my idea and get customers. And as I would get a customer, I would be cleaning those customers. So it was selling all day and casting vision and cleaning all night. Those were the early days. That was 1992. When I started Office Pride, Michelle was actually pregnant with our first son, James. So here we go. I've left my job. I've started a business. My wife is pregnant, and she's working full-time during the day. She's going to nursing school at night, and I'm selling all day and cleaning all night. So we didn't get to see each other too much, but I did know that she did not want to go back to work after James was born. And we decided to honor that and just ask God to provide for us, and He did. So the early years, I know what it's like for the franchisees now who have to make choices of what they're going to give up in order to start a business. I was there in 1992, and the early years were a bit crazy, but ultimately God just kept providing, one step after the other, and I'm thankful that I stuck with it. There's been a lot of meaningful experiences and moments along the way. It's impossible to try to pick one. I really, some of my fondest memories have happened at the franchise retreats. I think about when Donna and Larry were prayed to receive Jesus as their Lord and Savior at our retreat in Columbus, Indiana, and were baptized the next morning by Dennis Hirschauer and Ace Woodson. I remember other things like the very first franchise retreat when our waiter, who had been serving us the whole weekend, after he heard a testimony at our dinner banquet, which only had 13 people there, he got up and he sang a cappella, a worship song for us.
Can't even walk without you holding my hand.
There's been a lot of things change with Office Pride over the years. I've always said, and John Francis would coach me to this, that we reserve the right to get better. So every year there's been change, and we've always tried to get better. But the one thing that's never changed has been our culture. Maybe there's more people, we're able to accomplish more, maybe even have more kingdom impact now because we're larger. But even from the very beginning, our culture was one that was a commitment to honor God and to acknowledge that we only have this business because of God. And so that's not changed. And again, going back to the first franchise retreat, there was a big emphasis on that. So the culture's not changed. It's something that's been a part of us from day one. Culture goes beyond me to our people, starting with the corporate staff and the area developers and franchisees. Everyone I see are just rock solid committed to the culture of who we are. And that's one of the things I really love about it. And that's what makes us different, is our culture is deep. It's just not one person, it's a whole organization.